Alright, so I've gone 2 videos or this might be the second one, or shooting 3 videos a day pretty much. Just went on a rant about the on 3 turbo kit. But that'll be in its own video. This one have the transmission pan all painted, that cast coat aluminum, and that turned out pretty good. I'm happy with the results on that. I was a little skeptical because I pointed out when I painted it about the top being a different color, but I'm happy with that cast coat aluminum. But let's see. Have the new seal in. Have the new torque converter bolts in. Got my torque wrench out. Got the new filter for the 4L80E. And what else? And I have the cover ready to go. So what I'm gonna do is crawl up under there. I gotta go grab some Loctite. I have it sitting on the counter. But I throw the torque converter bolts on, so I have to find my breaker bar and the socket to go over that main pulley to rotate the motor so I can get everything lined up. Get all that torque down. I think it's 47 foot-pounds of torque. So adjust the little Harbor Freight Pittsburgh torque wrench and just get to it. So I'll probably throw it on a time lapse from under the car. Try to get some more lighting under there. This should be a pretty quick video. Yeah, that's looking good. But yeah, let me go ahead and get the right socket for it, and we'll get started. I mentioned previously that I already measured the gap between the flex plate and the torque converter. All that's good to go. So what's left is get everything bolted down. Throw the new transmission, or the newly painted transmission pan back on, and then the transmission cover, and after that we should be good to go. Alright, so if you're using one of those told the flex plate steady, make sure you remove that before you try to turn the motor over. But yeah, I have all the sockets I need already out, so get up under there, throw you guys on time lapse, and get the torque converter bolts on. I'll throw the new the pan on, and then the cover on, and I'll cut you guys back on and show you how it all looks together. But I think the specs might be a little different. I'm not sure exactly which ones I have, but I think I looked it up. It said 47 foot-pounds, but I'll double check. But it's got to be somewhere between 25 and 65, right? But yeah, I'll double check before, and then I'll put it up on the screen on which specs I went with, and we'll go from there. All right, so I looked it up, and they're the M10 bolts. So on the list it says 50 foot-pounds, so that's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna use blue Loctite on it. I know some people say red. I'm gonna use blue. Torque them down to 50 foot-pounds, and we'll go from there. But that's it. I'm gonna throw you guys on time lapse, and I'll cut you guys back on when I'm done. Alright, so this is it for the day. Just finished installing the torque converter bolts, transmission pan, and the bottom cover to the transmission. So yeah, it's been a day. As I said, this will be the third video of the day. Probably be the second one I drop. Nah, it might be the third one. I'm not sure yet. But painted the transmission pan and pretty much installed it after it dried. So I'll give you guys a look under it and let me know what you guys think. I think this cast coat aluminum turned out really good. Let me grab the light. Alright, so might be a little upside down, but you guys get the point. What do you guys think? Is that a good choice on going cast coat aluminum? I know it's a little different from the oil pan, but I think it looks better than if I would have went all red or all black. But yeah, let me turn that back around so it's not upside down. But with the new seal, found it easier to poke all the bolts through to get the seal to stay in place, and the seal actually held the bolts in place. Then I went back, did a little crisscross back and forth on each side. I think it calls for 100 to 120 inch-pounds. Of course, mine are only foot-pounds, so you do the math, convert inch-pounds to foot-pounds. It's not that hard. And then I threw this cover on. Man, that looks good. Just that a color combo. I need to grab the starter off of the 6.0, get that tested, see if it's a good starter. And I didn't think about it when I had this welded on where the starter would hit, so hopefully it's not in the way. I'll take a quick look at it before I go inside, because if it is, I'm gonna feel like a idiot, but I think it should be good. But yeah, that's that color combo and that cast coat aluminum. Like I said, I probably should have painted the oil pan that color if I knew that's how it turned out. But that's about it. Like I said, everything's torqued down. Torque converter bolts are in. Transmission covers on. Transmission pans back in and painted. So, you know, last time I did that little video, it was real dirty. I'll probably throw a comparison up either on here as a short or something, but yeah, it's a big difference. Looks good. Well, yeah, that's gonna be it for the day. Like I always say, if there's something I haven't done yet that you guys want to see, just let me know in the comments, and when I get to it, I'll pay a little bit more attention to it. So that's it.